In this video, I will give you a quick overview of what we have talked about in our day 4 of the Calm-Driven Sales and Service Training. Today, we continue to talk about stress and anxiety management of the customer. And when you work with customers, they come to you in different emotional states and they come to you for different reasons to have different business relationships with you. The most important part from the whole training to remember is that listening attentively to your customer is enough. And not only listening, like, okay, I heard you, but let the customer know that you heard them is what's gonna build a relationship, build secure relationship between you and the customer. When the customer come to you in anxiety state, they are so anxious that they are not thoughtful and present with you. By you listening attentively, by you showing that you are there, you are best friend for them, it's gonna help them to relax, help them to feel calmer, and when they're feeling calmer, you can establish the relationships that are productive for both sides. The thing is that traditional way of viewing business relationship between with the customers is that, okay, customer, you tell me what the problem is. Basically, you tell me what is wrong with you. I'm gonna tell you how to fix it because basically I'm the best person in the world, and then I'm gonna be done with you. And some customers come to you with exactly that attitude. Let me tell you what the problem is, so I'm gonna be done with you. Yes, it's very efficient in the moment, but it's not what's gonna create that stable, persistent relationships between you and the customer and make sure that the customer is going to come back to you. When you are working with customers, and we were talking today about different reasons why customers can get anxious and stress, how those feelings of anxiety and stress being expressed, and we talked about how stress can generate even more stress. But the most important thing I think to remember from this training, what I'm going to give in an overview here, is the 3 things of how you can overcome that anxiety and stress from the customer. So the first thing is familiarity. Introduce for the customer ways that are similar, that are familiar to them in the previously. This is actually going to be a customer who is the most anxious about new stuff, new settings. I mean, any type of change will make this customer anxious. This is actually a really good customer to have because this is a customer who will keep the same make and model, keep coming back to the same dealership, work with the same salesperson, work with the same advisor. They would like exactly same days to repair the vehicle. And anyway, it's a very stable customer who you actually really want. But in order to make that customer feel welcomed and secure and calm with you, so they will keep coming back to you, is to introduce that familiarity. For example, especially when this customer comes to you for the first time, it's very important to tell them what you're going to be doing with their vehicle in the service drive, what you're doing with their vehicle at the moment when something is being done to their vehicle, and then repeat exactly the same thing again after the repair have been done in their vehicle. So it sounds very repetitive. You're saying the same thing 3 times, maybe even more when they're asking you to repeat it. But that's actually what's going to make customer feel calmer in that state. The other part is that the customer who feeling anxious when they do not know about situation, when they are not feeling empowered and secure. So of course, the thing to help that customer is to help them feel empowered, to help them feel in control. When they're feeling in control, of course, that's going to give them some form of stability. In order to help customer feel in control in a place where you know that you are the one that's in control, is to give them options, is to give them choices. When you ask the customers between 2 options where it does no matter what options they're gonna choose, they're still gonna be in a business and a relationship with you. You're gonna get what you want, and they're gonna feel empowered. For example, dear customer, would you like to make all the repairs today or only safety concerns? Dear customer, would you like to shuttle back to your office, or would you like to wait at the dealership while your car is being repaired? Dear customer, would you like a tea or coffee? Simple choices is what's going to help customer feel empowered. And the last thing, but the most important thing, is human connection. Human connection is basically, I'm telling you that I'm listening to you. I'm telling you that we are in the friendships, that I am able to listen attentively to your needs. The two things you can accomplish that after the customer tell you what they want, after the customer express, they just come in the dealership and they expressing themselves, saying hello, basic stuff. Two things. One is to validate their experience, both positive and negative experience. How do you validate? You connect the customer experience to maybe other customers' experience. You can connect their experience to your personal experience. Dear customer, wow, yeah, I feel familiar. Those things happen to me as well. Or similar things happen to our customers, and this is how they overcome. And this is what I did to help those customers in those situations. Let's see how we can help you in this situation as well. But the most important part is that they will understand that you understand. The customer understands when they are being understood. That's what's gonna build connection. And the second part of building the human relationships is to summarize the experience. Whatever the customer tell you, just repeat back to them. What I heard you say is, finish the sentence. Whatever the customer say, respond with, what I heard you say is. Correct me if I'm wrong. What you said is, finish the sentence. That is it. So introduce familiarity, help customer feel empowered by giving choices. And the third thing, build the human connections by offering summary statements and validation statements. That's it. See you in the next training. We're going to be talking about relational triangles, how they are formed, and how we can utilize them to build better relationships with our customers.